Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Jeffy and that was my best friend Android the Chihuahua. Today we are going to be doing a cold process soap tutorial and I'm going to be showing you guys how to make this lovely bar that I have here in my hand. It's super duper shiny on top and I absolutely love all the different layers of colors. So I'll show you guys how we made this and then at the end I'll cut it open and we'll see what's inside. For today's project, we're going to be using this Blackberry Ambrosia by Nurture soap. This fragrance oil has a beautiful scent and it also doesn't discolor or speed up the process of our soap making, so I'm really excited to see what kind of cool drop swirls we can get with this. I've also selected us 5 colors going in a range from blue to purple. This should help us achieve a blackberry theme. I've also picked out some of this white sparkle to put on top. It is the Snowflake Sparkle by Nurture soap and it is one of my new favorites. The blue we'll be using today is from Blackberry and it is the blue mica powder. The deep purple we'll be using is Queen's Purple Mica from Blackberry. Then I also have 3 of these sparkle bags. These are by Nurture soap and I'm in love with them. They aren't actually mica powder, they're Enviro glitter, but I have to say these color my soaps really well and I was not expecting that when I first purchased these. They have these in a bunch of different colors, so if you haven't tried them yet, I would highly suggest it. This blue color is in Cornflower. This bluish purple, which is our mid color, is in the color of Wild Violet, and our last purple sparkle is in the color of Mardi Gras. To prepare our colors, I have a few of these little cups for us to mix in. I'm going to try and keep these cups in order as much as possible. I'm going to be adding about 1 teaspoon of each color to each of these cups. So really quick, I just wanted to show you guys this sparkle up close. It is seriously such a sparkly sparkle, and that is why I love these. Here's that light blue one. Just incredible color on those. All right, last one. Sorry, I had to show you these all because they are so sparkly. And like I said, they really work like mica powder where they really color your soap, but they leave that sparkle in long after you cut your soap bars. All right, so now that we have all of our cups ready to go, I'm going to pour a little bit of our oil into each of these cups and give them a stir. That will just help disperse all of our colors evenly. Right, now for a quick stir. Now that all of our colors are really well mixed together, I just want to show you the plan I have for our drop swirl pattern. Realistically, with drop swirl, you could do any pattern that you would like, but I've made us one right here on this paper that will just assure that all of our colors are pretty evenly set apart. So obviously we have 5 colors, that is where the numbers come from. I will probably make my deepest purple the number 1. The number 1 ends up being close to itself as well as the number 5, but the 3 colors in the middle, if you notice, before you see that color again, there are 2 layers of another color in between it. So essentially we're making 5 different batters, and when we go to pour, each batter will be poured twice, so we'll use half of the batter, and then the next time you come around to seeing this number on the sheet, you'll go ahead and use the other half of that cup. It's a super simple design, and we should get a really cool swirl out of this. Now I'm going to add my lye water to my oils and mix it to a nice light trace, then we'll be ready to begin this project. Now that I have our batter at a nice light trace, I'm going to be adding in this entire little bottle of fragrance oil. I'm also going to be adding in a little bit of sodium lactate. This just helps our batter set up really hard and it'll help us unmold a lot easier. Once I have both of those things into my mixture, I'm going to take a whisk and just whisk everything together. That created a beautiful batter. I'm going to divide this into our 5 cups now. Right, now we'll get these all mixed together really nice. Okay, so these are the shades that we got. I think that they all look really good. I will say some of them are very close to each other, but I think it'll be okay when we do this drop swirl. It should still create a really beautiful look. Just to make sure I keep my order correct, I'm going to have this little list next to me, and as I go, I'm just going to check off what number we've done. That way we don't get lost. So of course we're going to start with number 1. I'll go ahead and give that a check, and I will pour half of our color number 1 into this mold, and I think we're going to be using that Queen's Purple as our bottom color, so just half of it straight on in. I'm going to tap this out so we can get it all over the bottom of our mold. I just want to make sure that all of our colors look really consistent. All right, now we're going to move on to color number 2, and I'm just going to hold it really high above that and start to drop it down in. Okay, once I think I've done half, we're going to go back to color number 1 and go ahead and complete pouring that on top. All right, so we have officially completed color number 1. Next is going to be color number 3. Now we're going to be going back to finish off color number 2. And on to color 4. Back to 3. And 5. 4. The top of our soap looks just a little bit wonky right now, so I'm going to take my spatula and try and create some texture. All right, that looks pretty okay to me. Could be better, a little fancier maybe, but that's not too bad. The final thing we're going to do to this is add some Snowflake Sparkle, and I'm going to do that using this little duster. I'm just going to pour a little in and we'll go for it. All right, this looks great. Now we just have to let it sit and we'll come back in about 48 hours to cut. The coloring on the sides of this is so interesting. I'm really curious how the inside will look. I know what a drop swirl is supposed to look like, and I really don't think we got that on the edges here, but we'll cut it open and see what happens. Whoa. I'm really impressed with that. I don't even know what to say. It doesn't look anything like I expected it to, but that's mind-blowing. All those colors. Let's see how the other 2 bars look. That end piece kind of has the same design. Wow, and all right, in this bar you can really see it, especially in that blue color right there. Those glitters from Nurture Soap really act like mica powder, but they're glittery. That's insane. I'm so happy with these. It's incredible. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, please consider hitting that like button and subscribing for more videos. Bye.